Join us today on the channel where we've got 1750 points of the resistance against the PHR. Hello and welcome to the channel with myself, Sophie.
And me, Alex.
And we've got some more Dropzone Commander today, and I'm very excited. We're bigger points list, bigger games, bigger models from you.
New matchup as well.
Yes.
Because you're bringing your resistance, same as always, but as you said, with lots of new toys, we'll go over that in the list at the moment. But I am piloting Dan's PHR while he's away, gone for not begotten, etc. So yeah, new matchup, PHR versus resistance. Very excited to see how it goes.
Yes, and I'm excited to see how all my new toys are. Again, we've been building up those lists more and more. We've definitely got enough for 2,000 points, but there's a lot of stuff that we're kind of switching up the list. We want to make sure we give you good games, and that's what we're here for. Speaking of lists, should we go see what we've brought?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we brought. Alex, go on, kick us off with your PHR Wonder List.
I have no idea what I brought. I don't know any of these words, but we'll give it a go. So let's start at the top. Start with my HQ battle group. I have just the one. My commander is going to be a Proteus mobile command post. Correct. So he'll be buzzing around, no weapons, but he gives everyone a -1 to hit aura, which is quite nice. No, he gives you a -1 to hit aura, not me.
Lovely.
My stuff still shoots accurately. He is level 3, and in that same battle group, we've got an EEA Columbus Battle Walker, which is the guy. No.
We're going to play
I'll give you a clue. The models are grouped by battle group, and it's not the plane because it's a Battle Walker. That's the one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the weird little guy that's, I think it's one of TT Combat's exclusives they do every so often. He's an interesting little model. He's a scout, he's got a flamethrower, and he can, for want of the best term, deep strike.
Cool.
Infantry can call him in. So he comes in, and then he's a scout, and then my artillery can shoot straight. That's the idea. And then we have an Athena air superiority fighter, the best anti-air interceptor, bar none, but also the most expensive. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing how it compares to my normal interceptors. Then we've got the meat and potatoes of the army. We have 2 identical frontline battle groups. Each one is 2 squads of Immortals in 2 Juno APCs, armed with miniguns, in a Neptune dropship each. The APCs, some of them are modeled with Huntsmans, but I couldn't quite afford the points, so they've all got miniguns. So yeah, 2 front lines, that is the core of the army, and then we have my armor battle groups. We have one, which is 4 Diana jet skimmers, correct. A pair of Odin heavy walkers, yep. They're armed with the smoothbores, which means they're going to be tearing down buildings.
They're armed with the smooth brains.
Yes. Piloted by smooth brains, armed with smooth boards. Devastating combination. So yeah, anti-building. They're my demolition. And they're all travelling around in a Poseidon heavy dropship. Correct. Sophie's doing well. Then in my other armour battle group, we have 4 Ares walkers. They're my railguns, they're my anti-tank. We have 2 squads of 2 Phobos AA walkers. And that lot are travelling around in 4 Neptune dropships. It's a bit of an overloaded battle group maybe, but there's no other way I could really find to make it work. So yeah, that is an enormous armoured battle group. And then finally we have a single vanguard, which is a pair of Taranis artillery tanks. Or they're little walkers, because again they're the fancy extra models TT Combat do. But yes, they are the artillery tanks. They've got the Thor bombards, which I believe are the anti-building ones, but they're area templates either way. And they are, of course, travelling around in a Neptune. So I'm sitting on 6 activations on 1745 points. Sophie, you've got paperwork.
Very nice. I printed out my list.
Oh, well done.
And then I realised I forgot a couple of bits. So, you'll see where I've made up the points, and I will go straight into that with my HQ battle group with my level 5 commander, the Alexander heavy tank. So this is a nice little staple. I think it's one of the better HQ choices for the resistance.
I think so.
And we also have, so he'll be coming in with his left hawk dropship, and we also have in that battle group, we will have the Hannibal tanks, and these will have the demolisher cannons on, so a slight proxy, but yes, I want to try them out, 10 points each, and they've also got their own lift hawk dropship. All right, going into the troop battalions. Actually, no, let's do armour.
Okay.
Armour. So we've got 3 AA wagons in a Kraken hovercraft, because I quite like the Kraken hovercraft, they're quite nice. And we also have in that battle group the 2 Cersei attack hovercraft. And again, slight proxy here. I'm proxying a hovercraft or a hovercraft because I'm just struggling to get hold of the models at the minute.
So all the hovercraft on the board are Cersei attack hovercraft, right?
Apart from the 2 Kraken hovercraft.
That silhouette, they're all Cerseis.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So when one dies, I imagine they'll be one of your targets because I think they're quite good.
Yeah.
And we also have the Constantine tanks. So these are they reduce your, well, in essence, they reduce the range of your weapons by 6 inches when targeting anything within 6 inches of them. I think it's above armour.
Armour 13 and up, I think. Basically your actual military hardware,
yeah,
not your technicals.
Yeah, exactly. That's that group. And I think we've got a couple of Tempest interceptors that they are in those groups. So then moving on to our troops. So we've got 2 identical. Oh no, sorry, I've missed out another armour battle group. And this is the 2 Patton tanks in our Kraken hovercraft with the Liberator railguns. So I got jealous of Alex's UCM railguns, so I've nicked some and brought my own.
Guess what? PHR railguns are even better. I'm still slightly better.
Well, I'm going to have to pinch them too. And then we also, that's that battle group. We then have 2 identical frontline battle groups consisting of 2 Swifthawk tilt jets with the Resistance veterans in. So I'm running these guys as veterans today, and they will have the Scourge plasma. So essentially they've got some better guns. They don't run away as often. They're a little bit more expensive, but I'll see if they've got a little bit more staying power. And in each of those frontline battle groups there are of course the barrel bombers.
You can't not really, not on this channel.
Exactly. So, and as you might sort of see this on camera, but here we've got the Lifthawk dropship.
Mm-hmm.
These will be the barrel bombers, and as you can see here, that's the bottom of the barrel bomber. I've been saving
roll credits.
So long. And the barrels are, of course, on brand, nice and blue. That is 1740 points, I believe. This will all be in description. But yeah, level 5 commander, let's see what we can do. All right, we will wrap these up and be back in a minute with the mission. Okay, we have deployed.
No, we haven't. It's not that sort of game. We have set up the board and we're ready to tell you what the mission is.
So we are playing Targets of Opportunity. So we have 3 objectives. 1, 2, 3. And these are hidden objectives. We don't know where they are.
Yep, there and there and there.
But we know in our heart where they are. We don't know in our head where they are.
I see.
There we go.
Okay.
So these are movable, hidden mobile objectives. So we need to look at them, look for them, look at them, and then extract them. We are playing the Mutator, where the middle one is worth double. So 2 points if you control it at the end of the game, 4 points if you manage to extract it. So this can cause a draw, or it can cause controversy. Well, it's already controversial because there's a war.
Yes.
I believe that's it for the mission.
Yeah, that is it. Everything
it.
starts in readiness, so no deployment. I assume you're taking that side, you're standing over there?
Yeah, I'm
over
going
here?
to. Yeah, we checked our points. We're not quite at the point where we're going to have 6 objectives, or 9 objectives, because you add an extra 6 when you play at 2,000 points or more. But one day we will get there. So,
yep.
But for now, just the 3. Okay, it's just a straight roll off because neither of our commanders are on the board.
Strong start. All right, let's try it again.
Well done.
It's an improvement. Sure. Yep. So
Right.
You're taking first turn, I assume.
Okay, and I
What's
expect
first
we'll
turn?
be back once we've moved a load of our stuff on.
Sounds good.
Turn 1, and we're halfway through deployment. Okay, I'll run through a little recap of what's happened. So first battle group, I have a couple of Swifthawks behind the building, hiding, like the brave things they are, and I put a couple of shots into the building and took a couple of couple of points off.
Into that middle building with the double point objective.
Yes. Alex, you then moved on with your infantry group.
Yes, my first front line. I'm doing a similar thing, hiding behind that building.
Yes. I then activated one of my armour battle groups. So I came in with the AA wagons, and we put some shots into the building. The Kraken hovercraft put some shots into the building. There's a bit of a theme going on, isn't there? I've got these 2 hovercraft just waiting at the back. So they've got their 24-inch range. I kind of wanted to hide them so they've got options.
Okay.
Because they're nice and quick. You've then come in with your heavy
Yes.
armour group, and you're putting some shots into this, but I believe there's a theme. I don't think either of us want that objective.
Well, the second you opened fire on it, I thought, well, you're clearly planning on killing it, so I'm not going to bother to contest it, so I'll kill it so I can see. So we both agreed, screw that building in particular. So, yes, you're right. I've dropped my Poseidon, I've got out with the Odins, and I've got out with the jet skimmers as well. I'm going to put some shots into your AA wagons, though.
Yes.
But I'll start in the order it would be. So the Poseidon lands, it's going to fire its one-shot stealth missile at the building. It hits because it's a building. It is going to do a point of damage.
Very good.
That's no collateral.
Oh.
Then I'm going to go with the... Let's go with the Odins, because actually we dropped the building, might have line of sight to the wagon.
Yes, you would have to do 24 damage to it.
I'm aware.
Oh no. I don't like that confidence.
That's not confidence, it's a possibility though. So they're going to fire both their smoothbores and their miniguns at the building, hitting on 2s, hitting on 4s, because we disembarked. Smoothbores first. Okay, so that is 3 hits. These are energy, talk amongst yourselves. Energy 10, Devastator 3. That's the scenery. So that is going to answer shame. So 6 damage. Yes, 6 damage and 2 collateral.
Very good. And I'll pop a couple more collaterals.
And then we've got our miniguns looking for 4s. We hit the building twice. And looking for 6s, no damage. Fair enough, I mean it's a start. Yes. Then we're going to go with the jet skimmers, and we are going to we'll fish for some damage on your wagons.
Yes.
So I think 2 on this side, you're going to be hulled down if I go into the closest one. So, sorry, 2 on the right, we'll go into the closest one, not hull down, but we disembark, looking for 5s. The other 2 into the far one, looking for 6s.
Very good.
These can focus, but we don't really need to, given your low armour. So these are the ones on 5s. 1 hit. Energy, I think it was 8. I'll double check if it matters. Not with that. And into the other one, looking for 6s. Okay. So that will be with Devastator 2 versus vehicles. That will definitely kill that wagon.
Hooray!
And that is that activation done. Progress on the building.
We like progress, so then my next activation I've already deployed. It's my HQ choice. Here we are going to put all of this into the building. So we're just going to group it up. So we're going to start off with the heavy machine guns from the dropships with 3 hits. We need 5s for some damage. Nothing. We're then going to do the AA guns. Why not?
That's interesting.
I don't think you're going to be flying that close to me.
Yeah.
So, that is going to be a point and a collateral.
Very good.
Which I'll grab for us now. So we're up to 13 damage on that building. It has 17 left.
Excellent.
With 6 collaterals. Then we've got 2 missiles going in, 2 hits. That's just 2 points of damage. They're strength 8, so
very good.
Nothing. Energy 8, sorry. Then we've got our 2 Hannibal tanks. So we'll start off with their Demolisher. So that's going to be 1 hit because they disembark this turn.
Very good.
Their energy 11. So that's going to be, it's just 1 collateral, isn't it?
Yes.
For their Devastator building 4.
Ooh.
So 1. There's that one. And
another collateral.
And another collateral.
Okay.
We've then got their 90mm cannons hitting on 4s. Energy 9. So that's going to be another collateral.
Oh dear.
Have you got any command cards that is like explosive charges and stuff? Because that could be... Now's the time to use them.
As we've agreed not to shoot each other and just kill the house.
Yes.
Then,
I think we're just having a good time rolling some dice, to be honest. I'm having a great time. We're then going to put the my Alexander. Oh no, I've got the machine guns.
Ooh.
Just hitting on 4s. They're the same as your miniguns, I think, because I need 6s to do any damage. No. Okay, we then have the Alexander. So it's main gun hitting on 4s. No, it's other guns. Give me 2 seconds. I've got the sheet here.
This poor building. I don't know what it did to deserve this abuse.
Okay, because this thing has a bucket of gun. The Maelstrom grenade launcher hitting on 5s.
It's a building, so you'll be base 2,
yes,
so
that's
4s,
right, so
but
4s.
still, yeah.
I wondered why everything was so accurate. It was great. And the 2 chain guns. So the first chain gun, that's going to be... I'm not going to focus these at all. That's going to be another 2 points of damage. And then we've got the second chain gun. So that's 1 hit. Not going to focus. No, nothing. And that is that activation. So I think we've got a couple more activations up our sleeves.
Yes.
But it's mostly going to be deploying. So we will be... Unless, well, actually, you might see the...
We'll find out together. We'll be back in a moment for the rest of turn 1 or at the end of the turn.
The story so far. Okay, since last time we are at the pretty much the end of turn 1, aren't we? I think you've got a couple more groups to bring in.
I've got one more infantry battle group to bring in.
There we go. So, starting off, we had my armour, my second armour battle group, a couple of railguns, popped straight into this skimmer. We managed to pop one. Yeah, quite happy. Then my Constantine tanks dropped in over here. We're providing that bubble to try and get Alex maybe a little bit closer. Mm-hmm. What's the range on your railguns and stuff?
It was 24. It's now 18.
Okay, well that puts us on a level field because my guns are 18 as well. Yeah. So there we go.
I will double check. They might be slightly better than UCM ones, but they're shorter than they were.
Cool. Then you came in with your Commander Battle Group, didn't you?
Yep, and he's just hiding back there behind the building, giving some of my walkers the -1 to hit aura.
Yes.
And wait and see what happens next.
Then I came in with my second infantry group, and they are hiding behind this building, ready to jump out and have a little look. See what's in there.
Yep. And barrel bomber?
So we've got the second barrel bomber here. Can't remember whether we mentioned it, but the first one came in, I think it was like first thing, came into here. But yes, we've got this one. We're just waiting in the wings, seeing what buildings we can sort of make disappear. Because we're already making this one disappear. A lot of our stuff has fired into it off camera. So it's kind of one of those things, it's like, oh, we'll film it off camera. It's 1 strength 7 missile, it's 1 strength 8 missile. They all add up, folks.
They have definitely added up. How many hits has that building got left, Sophie?
It's a 1.
And how many collateral has it got, Sophie?
Lots.
All of those.
However, Alex, then your battle group has come in all its splendour and glory and put a load of shots in, and we're just about take us through what you've got left.
Yeah, so as Sophie said, I've got my anti-air walkers here, my other anti-air walkers here, and my quad of anti-armour walkers in the middle. We fired everything except the anti-armour walkers that we're going to do in a second. One more battle group to mention. I did bring in my vanguard of artillery, my Tyrannus walkers, Sophie can't see, hidden behind this building, ready to shoot in the following turn. But now, with that 1 hit remaining, we do this on camera for you. 4 railguns.
Yes.
We hit the broadside of a barn once, and we kill the building.
Hey!
Would you like to do the honours
Yes.
of rolling your weird dice?
Yes, so we have these drop zone dice. So we've got a 1, 2, and a 0. The 0 will obviously be a 3 because it's a building, not an aircraft.
Yes.
Science. Here we go. What have we got?
So blast radius of 1, which will miss your walker.
Yeah, it will miss everything.
Okay, if you want to just lift up the cardboard and leave the
outline.
The outline, that is now rough ground. And that is that valuable objective obliterated. No one can have it.
Yes.
Good. Should we kill the other 2?
Yeah, go on then. So it's a good job we said that objective was worth double.
Yes.
Because...
Otherwise it would now be at best a draw. Well, either way.
Yeah. Also because I kind of wanted to see that happen.
Yeah.
Can you kill a building? Yes, we can.
Between the 2 of us, we can do it.
So what I suggest we do now is, you've only got 1 battle group, but do you want to roll priority?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting a +2 to this, I believe.
+2 net. You're beating me by 2.
Yes.
But a 6 always wins.
It does.
So I will take priority for turn 2.
Lovely. And we will be back at the start of turn 2. Okay, you join us in round 2 where there is a gaping hole in the centre of the board. Alex, take us through your last and first activation as Alex has just finished off his last turn.
Yeah, they're the same battle group. So I brought in my frontline battle group, moved 16 forward even as my last activation. Then as my first activation, I moved a bit further forward, landed, disembarked the APCs, disembarked the infantry into the building. Command cards, I did throw away what I had, which was Call for Extraction, and I've played Inspiring Presence on my commander, so anyone who takes Fortitude within his command range is going to be re-rolling fails. Sophie, you demanded to see my hand, I think?
Yes, well, I played it in my... I play it in my activation, but
Yeah.
I forewarned is forearmed,
Yes.
so you've got Occupier's Advantage and Armour Piercing,
Yeah.
both in influence range.
Yes, which crucially, this building is just outside influence range at the moment, which is a crying shame. So, infantry have done that. I've also activated, obviously, their Neptune, and I've activated these 2 other Neptunes that have taken off. We're going to throw 3 stealth missiles at these various AA wagons, so this one would have fired before it moved.
Okay.
So none of them are hull down. So we're going to go into this one until it's dead, then into that one.
Okay, so do you want to do 2 at once?
Yes. We hit you twice. We damage you 10, so 1 damage.
And then the last
And the other
one
one,
into it.
it's the same one, hits, and does no damage.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. And then my interceptor has come in, and we're going to intercept one of your Swift Hawks here.
Yes.
We are going to put its stealth missile into the same AA wagon, but you just picked up your dice, because I might not get to do this.
Yeah, so I've got an AA gun on my barrel bomber. I'm hitting you on 6s though.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. So, my anti-air gun, this feels like overkill. This is 6 shots, hitting on 4s at energy 7 into 1 Swift Hawk.
Yes.
We're going to go into the closest one because it's the one we can see.
Okay.
And then, as I said, our stealth missile into the damaged AA wagon. So, AA guns. Okay, that's about average. And then a single 3 to kill it.
There we go.
kill it 3 times. Do you want to see what happens to the occupants?
Yes.
And if it crash lands?
So we've got a 0, 1 and a 2.
Is this the crash land?
Yes.
Yeah, crash land first, then the occupants.
Yeah.
So
1 energy 10 hit on the building.
Yep.
So that's going to be a hit and a collateral.
Very good. I'll mark that up for you. And then the occupants.
Take 2 energy 10 hit.
Yeah, and you roll once and apply it to both bases, I believe.
Yes. So that will be
2 crits.
2 crits, I imagine. So there's 2 bases with 1 guy in, and we will chuck them in the building.
Okay, and they will not get rapid insertion because I suppose they did jump out of an aircraft, but
Yes.
in the middle, I assume.
Yeah, in the middle.
We'll mark up their hit points momentarily, but yeah, they're both down to 1 hit. And then a stealth missile into that wagon. Hits. That will finish off that wagon.
Very good. Off we go.
What are you doing for your first activation?
Okay, so I am going to activate those troops.
So that Swift Hawk's gone, isn't it?
Yes. So, now, both activations, they have disembarked,
Yes.
but they've still got both their activations. Can I search?
Yes, because searching isn't you can't search if you disembarked, it requires both your actions.
Yeah.
So I think so.
Yeah.
Tell us if I'm wrong, but for this game, yes you can.
With our horribly, horribly wounded battle group, we're going to search. So,
On a 5.
On a 5. No.
Okay.
We found nothing.
You found lots of dead guys.
Then we are going to disembark with the, with the other veterans. And then we're going to rapid insertion. So we're going to put all of these into the same base.
Into the same, you pick a squad to target,
yes.
and the damage is applied sequentially, so...
Thank you, Alex.
But you do pick one squad or the other, but it's currently abstract because they're in the middle of the building.
We'll hit one of the squads.
So you're energy 5?
Yep.
So you're hurting me on 3s, but re-rolling successes because rapid insertion.
Yes. And you can't crit. So that is 5.
5, that'll neatly remove a base.
Oh no, sorry, 6.
6, that will not neatly remove a base, it will remove a base in a bit. And I am below half strength, I've just taken damage from close combat, so I'm going to make a fortitude test for them. That is going to be... How much better than the Legionnaires are you guys?
And then what we're going to do is we're going to mark up some damage in a second.
They pass on a 4+, so they go, yikes, and hop out into that APC.
Nice.
So they've taken, this base has taken 1 damage, and is occupying that APC. I'm going to count up for damage out of habit. Try to remember what these various dice mean for various people.
I should count up as well.
Okay. We do have some smaller dice if we need them for wound markers.
Yeah. It's just they're really hard to see on camera for all the lovely people at home.
True, but you just picked up a damage token for one of these buildings.
No, it hasn't taken any... Oh.
You did 1 damage to it.
1 damage, that's fine.
What we need is some D30s.
Oh no. The D30 dice. I'll tell you what, we're going to sort that mess in a second.
Yes.
Because we're going to sort this mess first, and we're going to chuck my interceptor, one of my interceptors, into your interceptor and intercept the interceptor.
Yes.
So like some sort of inception.
Whoa. Interception, there we go. So I'm evasion 4, you are AA...
Oh, can you double check on my sheet? It's the bottom.
Yes, you have a pair of hailstorm cannons. They are accuracy 4, AA 4, so you cancel out my evasion. You're firing both?
Yeah, both into that interceptor. So that's going to be 4 hits.
Very good.
Energy 7.
Armor 11, so 4. Oh dear. It dies.
It does die.
It does 1 energy 10 hit to that building next to it, so it'll be a damage and a collateral on that building.
Yep.
Okay, that's 110 points well spent.
Okay, that's...
Yikes. Okay, cool. This is fine.
Okay, so that's that, and I've still got a barrel bomber, which
is this one.
Which is that one.
Not the one near there.
Not that one. So I'll tell you what, Alex, removing that building has made it a lot easier for everyone to see what's going on.
Yes.
So we are just going to... we're going to move it to the other side and just hide it behind this building, ready to maybe pop out.
Not dropping any bombs this turn, then?
No, they are a little bit slow, but it's the fear. I've got you with the fear.
You have got me with the fear. Are you happy there?
I am happy there, as I cannot see it, even through the windows.
That's the idea. As long as people at home can't see the models, we're doing fine.
Okay, what we're going to do there is we're going to take a break. Alex is going to have a little think with his cheeky old little brain. And we're back in a moment. Right, so what's happened? Alex, your armour battle group.
Yes, I'm going with they're both kind of heavy actually. I've gone with the armour battle group that is my anti-air walkers and my regular walkers, the Aries. I've moved forward with the Aries. I'm already realising I don't know how to play PHR, they're very slow. But we do have long range, so we've got AA walkers here, hopefully creating some no-fly corridors down this way. Our anti-armour walkers have waddled forward at their 3 inches a turn. They're going to spend the rest of the game trying to get back on the road. At the time, there was no viable target other than this little AA wagon, so we're just going to try and pop that with 4 railguns.
Okay.
And we're not going to bother to fire our miniguns. So, railguns. Actually, we'll put our miniguns into that building.
Okay.
We'll put all our miniguns into that building. Because collateral hurts you more than it hurts me.
Yes.
Because I'm armor 8. Anyway, railguns. We hit you 3 times. Energy 11. We kill it 3 times.
Okay.
Well, 1.5 times.
And that AA gun is good. And then I predicted that would happen, so actually that hovercraft will take its place.
Yes.
Running over the crew that survived.
Miniguns. What is the number of shots for a minigun? Is it 1 minigun or is it a minigun welded to a minigun? Just 1 minigun?
Just one minigun, actually.
2 shots each, front and sides. That's fine. So I've got 4 from the anti-air walkers into the building, 2s, and then 6s. I can't collateral it. We did 1 damage, but yeah, I can't cause collateral, so I'll stop shooting at it. It's like, oh no, wait, this is a bad idea. That is that battle group done. Okay,
so in response, I've activated a load of transports and my armour battle group. So, explaining what's gone on here. We've had 3 move. They've all taken off. I can't fire their AA or anything because move and fire 8. So at the minute, I'm just getting close to you with those penetrative missiles, going to try and score some lucky hits for some lucky ladies. We then had the 2 railgun patterns, and what we're going to do is we're going to chuck 2 shots into this...
Diana jet skimmer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then they buggered off.
Okay.
But before that, so hitting you on 3s, I believe. So
yes, evasion 2.
1 hit.
Okay, armor 13.
So, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're then going to put this Kraken hovercraft moved around, and we're going to put it into probably that one. So we're going to hit you on 5 this time, though. It's a hit. That'll be a
kill, because it's got
15.
1 hit point.
Hooray!
That one was it?
Yes. Because those things actually scare me. And then we've had the 2 hovercraft move around, and we're going to put them both into... I'm actually changing my mind. So we're going to go into this one. How am I looking?
So you've got clear line of sight from that one to that one, from that one to that one.
All right, we're going to do the 2 clear line of sights.
So shooting at separate targets, they're
Yes.
up both 1 hit each. So.
Yeah. And I'm energy 11, so that's going to be fine. Can you see what I hit on? Because these are new units. They're double-sided sheets if you can't find it.
Ah, yes. With their vengeance cannon.
Yes.
Hitting 2s.
Okay, so I'll be hitting on 4s.
Yep.
So I'm most likely going to play a card. We'll see if I hit. So the first one into this one.
Yep.
So it's going to be a miss, but I am going to play my card. Where's my cards, Alex? Where have I left my hands? It's not there.
There.
Hooray, it's probably
So
going to
many
be
of them.
targeting array. And the thing is, with... here we go. Assisted targeting. This is what we're going to play. So
the
that
adjacent
means...
postcode, because you're level 5 commander.
Yes. Reroll any failed hit.
Cool.
So we'll try that one again. So that's going to be a hit.
Okay. Okay.
And then we're going to change dice because it's cursed. We're going into the left-hand one from my perspective. Rerolling the
card past
failed.
both.
There we go. I will kill another one though.
Okay. So you get the right hand one, and they are now thoroughly neutered.
Yeah, it's one of those. I think I just needed to take off some threads.
Yes, which you did.
Okay, that is that battle group activated. So it will then go over to Alex. Do you need a moment to think about what you're doing? Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Right. Oh, lots of stuff lots of planning has happened, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've talked through like 3 different activations. So losing track.
Yours was very simple, wasn't
Yes,
it?
simple activation, simple people.
So, infantry group. Talk us through your infantry group.
Yeah, so my other Neptunes hopped over the building and landed. I have got out with both junior APCs, trundled over to here. Going to see if it works this time. Infantry have hopped out into the building and are standing in the middle. One squad spent 1 activation to call in the EEA Columbus Battle Walker within 6 inches. So it can activate in my HQ activation. It just has -2 to hit when it does so.
Cool.
And it activates normally in following turns. But it is a scout, which is important because Sophie knows what cards I have up my sleeve.
Yes.
Shouldn't have worn short sleeves, makes them obvious what they are.
Yeah.
So I didn't fire any shots. I don't think there was no real time. I think I threw a stealth missile at the building, hoping for collateral, and just damaged the building instead.
Yeah.
That was my activation. What have you done in response?
So I've activated my infantry group and my second interceptor. So we've come down, whizzed down, and you've got some AA pointing.
Yeah, well, there was lots of, well, if you do this, I'm going to do that.
Yes.
Basically, I've got an AA corridor going this way, and an AA corridor going this way, but we established that Sophie's Swifthawks could thread the needle between the two and be safe.
Yep.
It didn't work, so I may as well fire my reaction fire at the interceptor. I'm looking for 6s when all is said and done from those 2 walkers there. That is no hits, and that is no hits.
Very good. Okay, the interceptor is then going to try and shoot down your transport because I'm looking at cutting off your exit routes. So that is going to be 1 hit.
Okay.
Energy
Armor 13.
7. Armor 13 on your transport.
Yeah.
Blimey. That is going to be... It's going to be a 13.
Okay, takes damage.
Very
Where
good.
are my tiny, tiny dice?
Tiny, tiny dice.
We'll mark it up in a second.
Okay, yes, we'll definitely mark it up in a second. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were shooting with the ground transport.
No.
They are armor 11.
Armor 11. Okay, so that will be 2 damage to it.
Okay, out of 3.
Out of 3. Okay, so since they're armor 11, we're then going to move in with the Swifthawks, and then we're going to play experimental firepower weapon. Basically, no, it doesn't go off.
So it gives you more energy, but not enough to hurt
Yes.
the battle walker you wanted to kill.
Exactly. Experimental firepower, that was it. Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay.
So instead we're going to put the 2 missiles into your transport.
Very good. You're in
So
range, I assume.
2 hits. Oh, I need to double check that.
What are they called again? Swift Hawks?
Yeah.
Missile pods. Movement fire 12, range 9.
Oh, I don't think they are, you know. My range of... do you know what?
You're in range of him. You are not within range. You weren't within range of him anyway. Do you want to keep the card, giving you out of range of the target you can spend the card on?
No, I rolled a 1 anyway.
Alright, whatever. But yes, you're within range of that Juno. It's hull down.
Okay. Then we have dropped in Alex.
Obviously playing Occupier's Advantage via that scout because
Yes.
I need to kill some of your people. This is... I wish I could spit my fire here. This is overkill. We are going to throw 20 dice at you.
Is it just the squad or is it the entire
It's the
building?
squad, unfortunately, not the battle group.
Okay, so they're close combat.
When an enemy squad enters the garrison occupied by a friendly squad, that friendly squad makes an out-of-sequence shooting action using close quarters, and they, Immortals, close combat assault rifles are 10 shots per base.
Oh, okay.
So that is 12, 15, 16, 18, 19. I only got 19 dice, so I don't need that many dice. Thank you. It's like one of mine, but a mutant. So we automatically hit you. Energy 3, so we're hurting on force. So that is going to be probably 1 dead squad. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. So yeah, we kill one of the 2 squads that's coming in.
Okay, and then we are going to... We're gonna hit the ones back.
Okay. So you are going for grenades. Hurting me on 3s, but re-rolling successes because of rapid insertion.
Yes. So that is going to be 7.
7. So applied sequentially, so it will delete a base. It'll do 2 damage to another base, and then they are below half strength and took damage from a CC weapon, so they have a fortitude test, passing on a 4+, they're fine.
Okay.
So we'll stick around. We'll grab the appropriate dice momentarily.
And then the final bit of the activation, we've got the bottom of the barrel bomber.
Yes.
But we've got some AA. I think you've got 1.
Yes, just
can
one
see.
can see you. It's hull down as well, but there's nothing else to shoot at with my AA.
Yes.
So, success. Nope.
Okay, and then we've got the barrel bomb against the flying transport. Because nothing says bomb, so I'm hitting you on a 3.
Am I hull down? No, we're not hull down, I did check. So
Yes.
you do hit, so you place the area template over
Yes.
the model. There's one directly in front of you next to the laser.
Because it's through.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit all the transports underneath.
Yep, you can't hit the
Hospital
building
rush.
with it, so it'll be
Yeah.
1 hit on each, and you roll the damage against each one individually. I believe.
Lovely.
What's the energy?
Energy 10.
Energy 10, so you will hurt the transport on a 2 and crit it on a 3. That is 2 damage to the Neptune, and then the Junos are armor 13.
Okay, so the one with the infantry inside takes 1 damage.
Okay.
And the one with no infantry inside takes 1 damage.
So 2, 1, 1. Where are my tiny dice, sir?
So we will do that in a second because the rest of the guns are going into the landed transport. So heavy machine guns, 1 hit, energy 5, so that's not going to do it. And then we've got the rocket pod, which hits energy 8. So that will kill that transport, but it's on the ground.
Where
so
it's safe. Well, it's not safe, but everyone else next to it's safe.
yeah, exactly.
Is that battle group done?
That is that battle group done.
Cool.
You've got your command group.
And I've got my artillery.
Yes.
Yes. And I've got my other armour battle group, in fact.
Yes.
So I will have a think about what to do.
Okay, again, lots happening, lots happening. It's at that meaty phase of the game. Okay, Alex, take us through where we left off.
I'm trying to fix some mistakes. So my Odins have got back into Poseidon, which has flown from there to there. And we'll try and get them somewhere more relevant in turn 3. Same battle group, my Diana jet skimmer, last one, just shuffled along to be within range of these and have a bit of hull down going that way. We're going to fire our single weapon at this chap here. Hitting on a 3, so hitting on a 5. It's your evasion 2, aren't you?
Double check my evasion, and I wasn't hull down, was I? No.
You're not hull down. You're evasion 1, so
Yes.
hitting you on a 4.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Okay.
That is that battle group done, and I also just threw my Neptunes forward as well, try and get some use out of their stealth missiles in
Yes.
following turns. What have you done?
I've then activated my armour battle group, and we're eyeing up this building. So I think if I could drop it, that'd be quite fun. So we're going to start off with the two. Unfortunately, my demolisher cannons are out of range. They're only a 12-inch range, but never mind. We've got the two 90mm cannons, 2 hits on the building. That's going to be 2 collaterals on that building.
And 2 of its 10 hit points.
Yep. And then we've got the machine guns, which I believe are in range.
I believe you.
Okay, but what we're going to do, we're going to do it slightly out of order because I can't remember the... Alex, could you check bottom thing on there? Machine guns, 24-inch range, how many shots?
3, hitting on 2s because the building, energy 4.
Go. So those things, the stats aren't quite in my head. So that's another 2.
Oh dear, it's taken 4.
Okay, and then we've got my commander. So it's a Devastator 3 weapon, which is going to hit.
Cool.
I need a 2. So that's 3 more damage and a collateral, so it's on 7. And then we've got the 2 chain guns, hitting on 2s. Do I focus it? Yeah, let's focus it. So this is now strength 8. Hey! Another damage and a collateral.
Take an 8 and a collateral.
And then the second chain gun. That many. That will be a building collapse.
Ah.
Which is a problem.
Yes. Oh dear. Is your kill? You did the honours.
I'm going to roll that building. 2! So it's going to hit every unit within 2.
Yes. For 2 energy 10 hits each, and he is within range, I believe.
Yes. So...
Where is he? Oh, whatever. Yes, let's say he is.
The aircraft.
Okay, so 2 energy 10 hits, it's armour 11.
So that will be a 13. No, sorry, a 12 and a 13.
So that is damage and a crit, so it will die, so it will resolve its crash land when you're done.
Very good. I don't think it can actually hurt anything. I don't think it's
yeah, because a 2 won't reach, so that will just remove that.
There we go. So I've managed to kill an aircraft with a gun.
Yeah, I do wonder if that's how it works. Either way, whatever. When the aircraft's on top of the building.
Okay, we will then go for this one.
Yep. Armour 14.
1.
So 1 on him.
I think he's safe, so we're going to go for this one.
Okay.
So that is a 15.
That will be a point of damage for each of them.
Very good.
Then the AA Walkers, same profile.
Yeah, so in fact I'm going to roll it just here. So we've got the front one will be a 16 and a 14.
He's dead.
Oh, and then this one will be a 15 and
he takes a point.
Okay. Do you know what?
That's lots of stuff softened up.
Yes. But I killed an AA walker, and that I'm really happy with, because these PHRs are actually really annoying to deal with. But this is what I was saying I was struggling with my list last time. Struggling to kill armour. So I'm like, oh, maybe if I use secret building weapons.
Yes, just drop houses on them and they will die.
And then he is gone.
He's gone. I think I got off lightly there, though. I was expecting to lose most of them. As soon as I realised, they're parked next to that building, that was a mistake.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
There we go. Saving time and packing away at the end.
Yes.
Right, are you done?
I am done.
Okay. My Columbus has already moved, so he has shuffled over to give me some more line of sight this way as my scout. And my commander has noticed there are interceptors intercepting, has moved over to there. So this one won't get line of sight from him.
Yeah.
This one will. But we'll deal with that later.
On this?
Yes.
Maybe.
Depending on where you end up. You could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
No shots fired from that activation, so what are you doing?
So then I've moved up my energy defensive tanks. They were going to shoot at the building.
Okay.
But I'm not going to shoot it with them. So they're just providing a little bit of cover for my armour battle group, doing what they do.
Right. Artillery. 2 shots, hitting on 3's base. What do I need to remove? Everything. Everything has to go. All of it right now.
It's a hot sale. Everything's got to go.
What do I stand a good chance of removing is another question entirely. I'm going to try and knock out both your Constantines, I think.
Okay.
Sorry, these ones here.
Yeah.
What's my line of sight from the Battle Walker on either of these two? It doesn't matter which.
You can see one.
Yep, hold down.
No, actually.
Okay, so I'm going to put both templates on that one. So hitting on 3s, because I use the line of sight from the scout. Hit once, and that's an actual miss, so that'll do nothing. So template, which one can I see clearly?
The one in the middle of the road.
Middle of the road, so
That's
it'll be
it.
just both of them.
Yes.
So rolling for each of them, NG11, so left to right. That'll be a nothing, and that will be a 16.
Okay, so you will damage one of them.
Yeah, but not kill him.
But you've still got another shot, haven't you?
Nope, that was it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, 1 shot each.
Ah, well, that's not so bad.
No.
But potential to do lots and lots and lots.
Let me double check. Make me doubt myself.
Because that, I think, is really going to be the end of the turn, isn't it?
It will, yeah. They are 1 shot each, accuracy 3, energy 11, indirect and area. That is all he's got.
Cool.
Yeah, that is everyone activated. We've got some collateral to resolve. To the one on the far left over there. That will do nothing, go away.
Good, because that is out of the game now.
Yep. It just happened to have an aircraft land,
Yeah.
it really. The one that is occupied is going to be a engine 9 hit to each unit.
Yes.
So I will take 1 damage because I'm armor 8. One of your guys will die, one of your guys will die. One guy from him and 1 guy from him, I mean.
Yeah. So he will die.
And he's down by 1, and that goes away.
Yes.
And do we have any other collateral floating around?
No, I
Doesn't
don't
look
believe
like
so.
it. Okay.
But I do need a tiny dice. Where is my tiny dice? Because he needs to take...
So he's the same, sorry, it's applied per squad, so he's fine. That squad took 1 damage, finishing off the other guy,
Yes.
and he's still on 4, isn't he?
Yes.
There's another one that has no 4 in it. There we go.
We found a dice that had 2 5s and no 4s on it.
Yeah, can you dig it out for the priority roll, please?
Okay, so again...
Beating me by 2.
Yes.
Good luck.
Bomb shots.
6 does always win, unless you also get a 6,
Yeah.
in which case you win, because you've got a higher initiative than me, I believe. Or do we roll off? I'm pretty sure you get it. You get
Okay. So I am going to take it.
it. Okay.
Because there's some transports with stuff in. Yeah. We'll be back in turn 3 of this game.
Okay, so we're into round 3, and Sophie's giggling because I've just reminded her what her barrel bombs do.
Well, it's also the amount of thinking. A lot of time has passed because I've had to have some big thinkers.
What's your first activation, Sophie?
My first activation will be this infantry group going with this barrel bomber behind the building.
Any auxiliaries going with it?
Yes, we are going to have both interceptors.
Okay.
And we're going to have these 3 transports as well.
Okay, where do you want to begin?
So we're going to start off with this interceptor. And we're going to fire into this transport.
To the Poseidon, the heavy dropship.
Yes, because it's got stuff in.
Yep.
So we're hitting you on 4s. It's going to be 3 hits.
Okay, armor 11. So 4 is to hurt, 6 is to crit.
2 damage.
So it takes 2, it has 4 remaining.
Very
I'll
good.
find myself a tiny dice momentarily.
We are then going to fly over and we're going to get just the other side of you here and turn our 90 degrees here.
Very good. I'm not going to intercept. If I want to shoot it down, I'll shoot you directly.
Okay. That's fair enough.
And your other interceptor has flown off the board, I understand.
It's gone.
Very good. Where next?
Okay, we're going to then going to move up 8 inches over to here and just fly like that. So we're going to put our missile pod into your 1 remaining walker. We're then going to put the AA guns over there and the heavy machine guns. I'm not even gonna fire.
I'd have to intercept before you fire and didn't say I was, so go ahead. Will I be hull down at all for any of that? Given we're the same height, actually. No, ignore me. No, I'm easy to
You're
get
massive.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the A guns. So it's 2 hits.
Okay.
Energy 6. Nothing.
Very good.
Then the missile pod. Missed.
Okay.
Do you know what? We're going to chuck the missile pod into him. AA guns into that bird.
Poseidon.
The Poseidon. AA guns. 1 hit. That will be 1 damage.
So it's taken 3 out of 6.
Yes, and the missile into the scout walker. Missed.
Yeah, gotta stop calling them missiles.
I'll call you a missile. But then we're going to nip over to here.
Oh, please stop.
Just in case I feel like crashing. And then we are going to, only a 9-inch range, so I am going to nip over 8 inches over to here, ignoring the scatter terrain, because I'm a plane. All right. Rocket pod.
Okay.
And AA guns into the Poseidon.
Very good.
AA guns. 1 hit. That's going to be a damage.
2 hits remaining.
And then the rocket pod hit. No. Nothing.
Might force my hand with this AA though.
Yes.
And then your actual infantry, I believe?
And then my actual infantry.
Oh, and did you declare a Swift Hawk as well?
Oh, yes. 1 Swift Hawk. 1 Taylor Swift Hawk kicking around over there.
Very good.
We're going to put nine counter grenades into you with 1 activation. 3, 6, 9. And these are just 3s. We're going into that unit.
Yep.
Squad. No, unit. I was right the first time.
No, you weren't. It's a squad.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll remove the base.
Yep, and that will leave 1 base on 4 damage.
Yeah. Lovely.
I took damage from a close combat weapon. Do I dislike that? Can you pass me 1 of my dice, please?
Yes.
No, that one's broken. Can I have another one, please?
Oh no, this one's mine. Get out of my building!
They will hop out into the other APC.
Yes.
Now I know what building I have to level.
Yes.
So you're now going to search for the other squads?
I am going to search. They're not going to find it.
Okay.
And that's Taylor Swift Hawk will stay there.
Interesting.
In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to pop round to there, really try and force your hand with some line of sight. Yeah, I can't fly anything close with that bomber. And then...
There's more? Yes.
The barrel bomber dropping a Goliath bomb, and we're going to put all our other guns into the building as well.
Into this one containing your own men.
Do you know what? They're veterans for a reason.
You can't make veterans if you keep killing them before they get to veterans.
What doesn't kill them bonds them stronger.
Do you want to start with a Goliath bomb?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so 1 shot hitting on a 2. It's a hit. How many hits is it? Because it's an area weapon. It's 2 hits. Energy?
So energy.
You're probably hurting on a 2.
Yeah. It is energy 13.
Okay. You are hurting it and doing collateral on a 2.
There we go. So that is 16 damage to the building.
And 2 collateral.
And 2 collateral.
Very good.
The heavy machine guns. 2 hits. 1 more damage. So on 17.
And a collateral as well? Oh no, just damage.
Yeah. The rockets hits. Damage and a collateral.
Okay.
So that we all need tokens. That puts up to 18. And the AA guns, we're not going to fire, but we are then going to move out over to here because I'm going to try and force your hand with that Poseidon.
Yep.
2. We're not going to land, but the base has fallen off. Because that was my activation.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I know what I need to do.
Yeah. Do you have the strength to do it?
No. No, I don't. That building needs to die, not that one. You're killing the wrong building, Sophie.
It's the wrong building, Gromit.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my infantry battle group. I'm going to go with both of the APCs. And I'm going to go with both of those Neptunes as well.
Don't mind me playing with dice.
I don't mind. The Poseidon will stay aloft because do you have any more AA?
I do from the other barrel bomber.
Right. And its range and move and fire?
8-inch move and fire, 18-inch range. But I do need a lot to hurt you.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm going to risk it. So, yes, infantry first. The healthy squad is obviously going to shoot your guys. Could you load me out with 20 dice, please?
Oh, yes.
Do I have any interesting cards we could play? I do not. Should I roll 10 at a time, given my tiny hands?
Yes. You just need 3s, don't you, for these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so...
I think you got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're seen off. Then both APCs are going to search. They're going to scan even, giving me +2, and the other squad is going to try to find the objective on a 2+. They don't.
Oh!
Oh dear. And then the Neptunes, I did say I was going to activate, but since we didn't find the objective, the plan is crumbling. Sophie, can you move them over to here for me, please?
Yes.
If you could land with one of them. No viable target for its missile. And the other one, no real viable target. It may as well go forward, actually. Where would we want to go with it? Double check the range of its missile again. Sorry.
That's okay.
Entertain them, Sophie.
Because I know exactly what I'm going to do for my next activation.
Movement 9, range 12, but your Constantines are causing me problems. So range 6. So we are just going to, we'll go straight toward them.
Okay.
Let's go 9 inches forward. Does that put us within 6 of one of your baby tanks?
No, it doesn't.
Then we may as well go even further forward and basically hover directly over you, LD. And I can threaten you next turn.
Oh, I'll get you.
That is my activation.
Okay, so then my activation. So I've got a 2-inch. I don't think I can quite see you. Don't think I can quite see you with that scout. But this building does need to come down. So we're going to activate my 2 Swifthawks, my big armor battle group, and that's it for the transports.
Okay.
And everything.
So big armor and Swifthawks.
Yes. So big armor. It's like Big Farmer. Oh, do you know what? We're going to activate them.
Okay. Is that just in the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to move up to here. And we're going to be putting everything into that building.
You're ruining the trees.
ruining this entire city. So we've got 2 shots from the demolisher guns.
Okay. That sounds like it's anti-vehicle, anti-building even.
Yes. So it's on 18, so I can't quite kill it. So I'm not rolling your dice.
No, they're broken.
2 hits. And that's going to be 8 damage to the building.
Okay.
So that puts it on 26.
Okay. We'll mark it up if necessary.
Okay.
And 2 collateral, I assume?
Yes. 26. Yeah, 26. We know it's 26. The 2 other guns, 1 hit, and another damage on a collateral. So that is 27. Then the machine guns. So these are 3 shots, weren't they?
Yeah, probably.
I am going to check. 3 shots. Hitting on 2s. It's another damage to the building, so it's on 28.
Okay, we've been here before, haven't we?
Yes. The 2 Swifthawks. So one is going to nip out 12 inches over to here. And we're going to put its rocket into that transport.
Oh, I thought it was there. It's got 1 hit remaining.
Hits. It's probably got it.
Yep.
There you go.
Cool. That resolves that problem.
And then the other one, we are going to nip 24 inches over to here, to this building. Let me know if you want to AA it.
No, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
I've got an idea, you see.
Oh no, I don't like those.
Yes.
My idea is with 28 hit points, we're going to move 2 inches forward. And we're going to put everything into the building. We'll start with the 220mm cannon. It's going to be a hit.
That's about the length of it actually on the model, isn't it?
It is. It's Devastator 3. That building is going away.
Boom!
Boom!
Okay. So, do you know what buildings do to occupants when they cease to exist?
No.
What they cease to exist.
Okay.
Roll 2d3. Okay, and do that many energy 10 hits to each unit in the building, rolling once and applying it toward them, I believe.
Okay. So
that is 3 crits, so 6 damage per base of up to 5 guys, so they're all dead.
Hey!
So, and then roll another d3.
I'm going to roll the special one. Up. 2.
2-inch blast radius, energy 10 hits to everyone within it, including aircraft.
Oh, okay. So 2 inches. I think it's just going to be your 2 transports, isn't it? Centre to centre. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that works, yeah. Edge of the building to the centre of the model. So my poor APCs each takes 2 strength 10 hits, so 1 left first.
Lovely.
Armour 13, so 1 damage.
And then the other one?
Yep. 2 damage, which will kill him.
Yes.
And the building and all its occupants is dead.
Yes. Boom, and so goes the objective. There is only one objective left on this table.
Yes. I'm going to put my demolitions at it now, aren't I?
Yes.
Let me figure out the best way to do this and force a draw. We'll be back in a second. Okay, back to me, and I'm pulling some shenanigans. I'm going to activate my artillery battle group.
Yes.
I have played Velocity Tracker on them, allowing them to have the AA keywords, but only hitting on 6. We're going to use that to drop a template on each of those 2 Swift Hawks. We only hit on 6s. It doesn't have the area keywords, so on a 1 to a 5, we'll hit you at -2 energy.
Yes.
Are you about to play Espionage?
No.
Okay.
I would really want to play it here if I had it, though.
Okay. So left to right, first Swift Hawk is missed.
Okay.
Right. Second Swift Hawk is glanced, so energy 9. So second Swift Hawk dies. Does it crash land? 2-inch blast radius, hitting the building and other ground vehicles, but not aircraft.
That's right. Now, we've done stuff slightly out of sequence here, because it will just hit the building, because my hovercraft haven't moved yet.
Ah, yes, my apologies. So 2 energy 10 hits the building. That is going to be 1 damage and a collateral on that last remaining objective.
Okay.
And that is that activation done. I can't do that again.
Okay. So that one was...
Probably my infantry you've murdered.
Okay.
So it can go away. Sure, can go
Oh,
away.
no, I did kill them.
Yeah, you killed them to a man.
Yes.
The ones that were there anyway.
Okay, so, as you may have seen, my hovercraft have... Oh yeah, and I'll get rid of you. Off you goes, Taylor Swift Hawk. These 2 hovercraft that were here can get a shot each on those, 1 walker each. I think one's on 1 and one's on 2.
Yeah.
So we'll go for the one that's on 1. It's going to be a hit.
Armour 14.
Do you want me to re-roll that? Or?
No, it's flat.
Okay, so that is a 14, so that will kill one.
Kill the front one?
Yes. And then we're going into the second one. Oh, it's a hit. And that will be 2 damage, because that will be a 17.
And which one were you aiming at?
This one.
Okay, so full health one. They're quite pokey, aren't they?
Ooh, it's one of those things, if you've seen previous reports, I've struggled with anti-armour, but actually, do you know what? Halfway through the game, I'm feeling okay with the amount of armour I've taken off the table.
You're doing all right.
Yeah.
What else is in that battle group?
We have the 2 railguns, again, going into those skimmers. I don't like them. You're -2 evasion, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is hitting you on 3s. I'm checking my cards, but I just...
So many cards and nothing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, I think these are going.
Okay.
Hitting you on 3s. It's going to be 2 hits.
Armour 13.
Okay, so I need a single 3. That'll be a crit, and that will get rid of
him
you.
dead. Okay.
And that is that battle group done. Oh no, I said I'd activate the hovercraft. Silly me.
Hovercraft. Oh yes, getting the Kraken out of the way.
Yes. And we're going to pop into the transport that's on the ground.
The APC.
The
dropship. That's you. Yep.
It's gonna hit energy 9. It's gonna be a 14.
That will be a critical hit. So that'll be 2 damage to him. So he's taken 2. There we go. Right. What's the plan?
So you've then
I'm going to go
activated
with my
your armour.
Yes. So I've already shuffled this little AA walker here. I need to kill that Goliath bomber. The reason being, Sophie basically has the nuclear option up her sleeve. Of if she looks like she might lose the objective, she can just go, I don't care, I'm going home. It's a door, blow it up. So I need to kill that Goliath to have a chance of winning. So we're going to fire that AA walker's shuffled over there. You are going to be hull down, so we're looking for 4s to hit you.
Okay.
That's a good start. 3
Oh,
hits.
there we go.
Energy 7, so 4s to hurt.
Yes.
6s to crit. That is 1 damage.
Oh, tiny dice.
The bag is over there.
Okay, thank you.
Right, what am I doing with the other ones? Sophie, checking one-handed is hard. Can you check the range from these AA walkers to that Swift Hawk for me?
Oh, okay. You are slightly out of range at the minute, however, you've definitely got enough room to shuffle.
Okay. He'll shuffle to there. He'll shuffle to there. 1 AA walker into each Swift Hawk.
Each?
Yeah,
so
one going this way and one going that way.
I thought I had to. So I am going to play a card. I'm going to play evasive manoeuvres. No, I'm not.
No, you have to use it when it moves,
Yeah.
don't you? And it's when it's finished moving, so if you move
Yeah.
out of influence range, I've never found a use for that
I only
class.
read the second half of the card.
Okay. So, into this Swift Hawk. 3 shots hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits. Energy 7, so 3s. That will down him. Into the other one. Is there stuff in the way, or have I got clear on the side, do you reckon?
I reckon you're clear.
Yeah. 2s, 2 hits. 3s. That will down him. Does he hit the building? Once.
One. An inch, so
Oh,
basically...
from the centre, so yeah, probably fine.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay, but he is down. No Swift Hawks for anybody.
Exactly. So we've got a real problem with extracting the objective, so I think it's going to be who stood on it by the end.
It is worth a point if you're
Yes.
holding it, or 2 if you extract with it. But it's the only objective on the board, so
And
it doesn't really matter.
unless we might be foot slogging with it, who knows? Because it is going to be my activation.
Yes?
Oh, you've got your...
Oh, my armour, yes.
armour.
Little armour that couldn't.
Yes.
So 3-inch move, straight forward. Lovely, thank you.
Back to where the other ones died.
Yep. Which therefore means their range hasn't really changed, and therefore their viable targets hasn't really changed either. Let's go into your battle tank. Both shots into one.
Okay.
Clear out of sight, do you reckon?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much in the way. Yeah, because I've knocked this.
Yeah, that was parallel to the road previously.
Yeah,
Happy?
2 clear shots.
Okay, so 2s. 1 hit. Energy 11. That'll be a 17.
So you will crit them. And that does take out some building killing capacity.
Yes, but there's still a fully armed and operational Goliath.
Yeah. So it might take me 2 turns to drop a building
Oh, no.
rather than 1.
Yes.
Okay, then it goes to my activation. I haven't really got much to activate. What have you got left?
I've got my Odins in the Poseidon. They're my demo, but I don't really want to demo that building unless I have another option.
Yes.
I've got my Commander, which will be the same battle group as the Scout Walker, who has a flamethrower.
Yes.
So he can't reach this turn, but he's my main remaining option for burning you out if I want to go in there and get the objective.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to activate my 2nd infantry, where nothing...
Of whom no infantry remain.
Of whom no infantry remain. And we're just going to pop this bomber over to here, and we're just going to chuck a missile. Because I could bomb... Actually, how injured are those?
Those infantry.
Yeah.
They've both taken 1 hit. And they're in a pair of APCs that also both taken 1 hit. Oh no, she's got
Hold the phones. Alex knows that face where I've got an idea.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Because
You
the
want
frag
this
barrel...
line.
Yeah, I'm going to drop a frag barrel on you, and I'm going to put the missile into the AA.
Okay.
So,
Which one are you centering it on? The frag barrel?
frag barrel, we will go on to...
You can fire backwards, I assume.
Yeah,
It's a
that
bomb.
one. Yeah, that's what I was checking. 9-inch range with you. AA gun. This is the fun bit.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
AA gun into that.
Okay.
Because it's got 2 hits left. I can't crit it, but
Hold down for your interceptor?
do you reckon that massive dropship is hull down?
Not really, but you don't ask
There we
it
go. We'll start off with the AA. Again, I've got no... These are where I really want to be using some cards. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do field repairs on it and repair its hull.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, it's... yeah, so we're firing AA gun into the Poseidon. 2 hits.
Oh no.
Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Oh!
It's got a hit remaining.
It's got the singular hit remaining.
It'll get to land.
It will get to land. Okay, we will then drop the bomb on... the rear one. Why not? It's going to hit.
Okay.
So it's going to be 2 hits.
1 hit to each of them.
Thank you. 2 hits total.
Yes.
There we go. So the one nearest you.
Energy what?
10.
Okay, so 3 to kill. That's dead.
And the rear one.
That's dead.
Hey.
Now roll your magic special dice to see what happens to the occupants. So
Yes.
the closest one to this end
Oh,
takes 1 energy 10 hit, which will be a crit, so 2 more guys die.
yes.
And the other one, no,
Oh.
your D3, that's not a D3, does 1, then we keep that, so.
Okay.
Cool, so both of them are down to 2 men each.
Yes.
So 2 squads of 2 men.
Yes.
I
And then my missile.
Oh yeah.
No, my
yeah.
rocket.
Yes,
My
wasn't
singular
called a
rocket.
missile.
It's no.
No,
No.
called a missile.
I said it.
It misheard you.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I want to go into the building?
Do you want to go into that building?
I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to go into it, try to find the objective and get priority before you do.
Yes.
So we will go in.
And they can extract straight into their AP. Oh no,
Oh,
oh no, oh no.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And we will get to
I think if they drop it outside the building, vehicles can claim it.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll check if it comes up.
Yes. Do you know your next activation, Alex?
Not really, no.
Oh.
What have I got left? You fired with your tanks, haven't you?
Just these 2 tanks to go, but they're 18-inch range, 1 strength 9 shot.
Okay.
Ooh, energy 4 machine guns.
That's exciting. Let's go with my command battle group. So command is just going to whoop, 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 whoop to here.
Listen to his dubstep.
Yep. And can you? Is he on the road? Would you say the walker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you measure 8 inches straight along the road toward the building that's got your blokes in it?
I
Please?
certainly can. 8 inches straight to there.
Yep. I will check what weapons he has.
He's
He
got a
does have
flamethrower, 6 inches, and a
He's
rocket pod.
also got a twin Punisher cannon and a missile pod. The twin Punisher cannon is range 18. Are
Yep.
you still within range of your boys?
No, I'm not.
So I'll fire that at them. That's descriptive, isn't it? The rocket pod is out of range, so we won't bother to fire that. Yes, so Punisher cannons. These are accuracy 2. There's loads of stuff in the way, so gonna say hold down. Pause. What an interesting way of rolling dice. Energy 10. Nope. Cool. And that is that battle group done.
Okay, so I've just got my Constantine tanks. So they're going to move up there 5 inches because they're on the road. And now I am. I don't think they can see anything of yours though. Ooh, 2 hull down shots, 18-inch. Oh, do you know what? I almost planned it. 5s. 2 hits.
Oh no. Armor 14.
Okay, so 5s again. Nothing.
Okay.
And that is that battle group, and I believe that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. These infantry over here have not activated. Somehow, I think we've ended up with a weird misaligned number of battle groups because things keep dying. So they are going to search.
Cool.
One after the other. We're finding on a 4 this turn? 6, 5, 4?
yes.
Yeah. So first one on a 4+. Nope. Second one on a 4+. Nope. Adds up to a 4, but I don't find it. There's apparently one in there.
These objectives!
That is them activated. You are out, you said?
Yes.
So I've got my other armor battle group and a whole pile of Neptunes. I'm going to move them around off camera because it was going to be difficult to do one-handed. We'll come back in a second.
Okay.
Okay, the final parts of turn. God, it's only turn 3.
Yes.
Good grief. So we have landed with the Poseidon, activating what's left of my armor battle group. We have hopped out, shuffled along here with our smoothbores at range 12, but range 6 due to Constantines. So we're going to shoot the Hannibal. I think I'm within 6, just about.
Yeah, it's about 6.
Cool. Okay. So 4 shots, hitting on 2s. That is 3 hits.
Hitting on 4s because you've disembarked, but that's still 3 hits.
Oh, my apologies, yes. Thank you. That is going to be 2 damage.
Okay, you will kill it.
Hooray! And that's some of your demolition power removed.
Yes.
We've also flapped over here with Neptune, and we just landed next to that APC. On the off chance we can ferry it over there to maybe search, to maybe... We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
I think that is it. We've got a single point of collateral on that building. If you want to give us a roll. Oh,
6.
right. So point of damage to the building.
I'm going to play Reinforced Steel. Play after rolling to damage with collateral damage on a single scenery piece. Is this the right place for it? I don't know, actually. It might save me an activation. So 3.
So energy 7.
Oh,
so you
still...
take damage and I don't, because I'm armor 8.
Oh, stupid card. That does put me down to a single.
Single squad.
Single unit. Yes.
1 squad of 2 units.
Yes.
One of whom's taken 2 damage.
Yes.
And I've taken 3 on each.
Yes.
And I am 2 separate squads, actually.
You are.
Yes, interesting. Okay, important priority roll. You win. Would you like to go first?
I am going to go first.
Okay. Back in a moment for turn 4.
Right, first activation, and I have, of course, elected for my infantry group only one squad of 2 units.
Yeah, they are 2 separate squads, each consisting of a unit that's taken 3 damage each.
Yes.
And you've taken some damage, I think?
Yes, I have. Okay, and in that battle group, I've activated 1 transport, 2 transport, Kraken transport, and of course the bomber is still there. Now, I have moved the bomber. Alex, you are reaction firing.
Yeah. I figured I may as well. Now's probably the time. I don't really have a better target. So we're going to go with that AA Walker, then that one, into the barrel bomber, when it gets to here, when it's safe, basically. So hitting on 2s, so hitting on 4s. Okay, so 2 hits, energy 7. That is going to be a nothing and a crit.
Cool, so it's got 2 remaining.
And the other one will have a go, and we'll hit once, and do no damage.
Okay, so I have taken 2.
Yes.
And then I will barrel bomb you, and all the other weapons will go into this one.
Very good.
So, barrel bomb onto the transport. It's going to be a hit.
Okay, so it hits everyone once.
Yes. So energy 10. So the APC.
Yep. It is alive.
Is alive. The wounded
is dead.
Is dead, and the not wounded. So that'll be a 13.
Which is a crit.
A crit.
So he's now taken 2. He's now been killed. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he's okay.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
No, knocked over a walker.
No, he's okay.
I thought you killed him.
No, I killed him.
So confused.
Then machine guns, 2 hits. I need a 6 here. Nope. And the rocket hits. That will kill that transport.
There we go.
So I've killed some maneuverability there. Okay, then we're going to activate my infantry. We're going to split our close combat attacks, and we're going to play room clearance. So I double my amount of close combat attacks.
Oh dear.
And we're going to go 1 into one base and the other into the other base.
Okay.
So, Alex, could you just remind me of my close combat grenades? So I believe I've got...
Your assault grenades are 5 shots, reduced 1, so 1 will be 3 shots. Energy 5.
Energy 5. Okay,
so you're hurting me on 3s, double the number of attacks.
Yeah.
So this is the full strength squad, is it?
This is the full strength squad. That base is gone.
Yep. And the other squads?
Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fewer attacks.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Okay. Well, okay, fine, be like that.
So that probably helps you a little bit.
Yes, it simplifies my decisions dramatically.
We're then going to, with this interceptor we have determined, are you hull down? I think so.
Yes.
So 6s to hit you.
This is into my artillery.
Yeah, and then we're going to fly off the table.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is I've got to move up a load of those transports and make some decisions. So I'll be back in a minute and then Alex will have a think. Okay, next battle group has gone. It's your commander battle group, isn't it?
It is indeed. Scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Hey!
So my battle walker has waddled around the Kraken you put in my way.
Yes.
It did manage to get within range just about.
Yeah.
So we're going to be trying to set fire to these infantry. I'm going to put my twin Punisher cannon into this hovercraft here as well.
Okay.
We'll do those first. So hitting on 2s normally, so 3s. So that is a hit, which will do nothing. Sorry, 12.
13.
You're armor 13, so nothing. Then the flamethrower, 6 shots hitting on 3s. We're going to go into the healthy base.
Okay.
Cool. 2 hits.
Hooray! It lives.
Energy 4. It takes 4 damage.
It lives.
And then the building gains a collateral because it was hit by a flame weapon. And my commander has just hovered over to...
This is the dice where it's got no 4s on that I picked up. 5 and 5. Stupid dice.
Very suspicious.
Okay, and then, yes, what's your commander?
He hasn't got any guns,
Okay.
He's just kind of hovered over there to give things the -1 to hit.
Nice.
That's their health.
That's
sure.
it. Yeah, we'll do it in a second.
Yeah. And that. Oh, and then they've got a single stealth missile into this Constantine, hitting on a 3, needing penetrative, so 6. Oh, winked, but no.
Okay.
And in terms of position, he may as well stay where he is.
Yes. So I have moved in response. So these 2 pattern railguns are going to fire at your Scout Walker, hitting you on 2s.
I am -1 to hit, so...
Hit you on 2s.
Ah, yes, your accuracy 1. Okay.
Yes, so that is just 1 hit, and nope, nothing.
Okay.
So in response, the hovercraft are going to hover and craft around.
Crafty hovercraft.
Got a 10-inch move.
Where do you want him to be? Do you want me to move him for you?
I want a clear line of sight on him.
Cool, you have it.
Lovely. And we'll just be putting our 2 shots, hitting on 3s. So it's 2 misses.
Okay.
And that is that battle group, and that puts me in trouble.
I wouldn't go that far, but it might make a draw more likely because now
Yeah.
I can bring my smooth bores to bear. Time for the smooth brains. They are going to waddle over to here. And we're going to put both of our smooth bores into the building and our miniguns as well.
Okay.
So, had enough. I want to draw now. Smooth bores hitting on 2s. That is 3 hits. Energy 10. So that is 3 collateral and 9 damage to the building.
Okay. This is... I am struggling here.
And then they have a twin minigun each, which is 4 shots, I think.
We've got...
Are they twin miniguns or are they miniguns? They are also they're dual miniguns, which are 2 shots each. So 4 shots. 2s. And then 6s. Nope. That is them done.
Okay. So, I think I know what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to panic. Alex, would you mind? I'm going to activate this group here, which is just my barrel bomber.
Okay.
And we're just going to move it 8 inches over to here.
Don't you dare bomb that Scout Walker, he's done nothing wrong. So somewhere around there?
Base to base.
Base to
Get
base,
into
okay.
there. Centre to centre, there we go. And I should be within 8 inches of these guys now, am
Oh
I?
no. Ooh, it's from the centre of your model. No.
Maybe next turn then. Maybe next turn. I'm still going to pop a missile into him.
Okay.
Because why not?
And your bomb?
I'm not going to bomb.
Not going to bother the frag bomb at all? It's not limited, is
I've
it?
chucked... Yeah, they're limited 2.
Oh, I
I've
see.
chucked 2. So that will just be a 13, which isn't enough to hurt you.
Interesting.
Yes.
Anything else in that battle group?
No, that's it.
Okay. My artillery are going to fire at the building.
Okay.
So, 2 shots, hitting on 2s because the scout can see them, see it. So that is 2d3 hits. Okay, 2 hits. Energy 11. So 2 more damage, 2 more collateral.
Okay, so that puts it up to 15 damage with a lot of collateral on.
It's the collateral that's important here, really, because
Yeah.
every 4 up's going to do a damage to your blokes.
Yes, and that might be the end of them because that objective still hasn't been found.
Yeah, there's one in there somewhere, apparently. That is them done.
Okay, so I'm going to go with my command group. So we're going to move to here and we're going to put everything into that front walker.
Very good.
So we'll start off with the big cannon. It's going to miss.
Okay.
We're then going to go with the Maelstrom grenade launcher. 1 hit, it's penetrative. That's a damage.
5 up passive. Goes through. 1 damage.
Then the first of the guns. So that is going to be energy 6, energy 8, energy 10, energy 12.
Okay. So a 3 to hurt, 5 to crit.
Nothing. After I rolled so well. And the second one, again, we're going to do the same.
Okay.
And that will be a damage.
A damage. 5 up passive. Goes through. We'll kill that Odin.
Odin, no.
It's not the best, but
That was a bit of a stretch. Okay, you've got your other armour group.
I do.
haven't you?
That's it, I think.
And then I've got my 2 Constantines. There's going to be 2 cannons into your...
We're going to commit to the plan now. So Go take off. Mm-hmm. Fly. In fact, range, I think, versus buildings with our stealth missiles. Range 36, close enough.
Yes.
So I'm going to go. You can pass me a flying stand, please. Oh no, we're just trashing the battlefield.
The thing with scatter terrain, it looks good, but sometimes
It scatters.
it scatters.
We'll go to there. And we're going to fire a stealth missile at the building. We are missing the building. It's so stealthy, you see. Is that one within 36? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be asked to move it. It hits. Energy 7. Another point of damage.
We've got our dice tray in the building.
This was activated with my armor battle group. And really, again, at this point, now I have no infantry. I cannot score the objectives. It's just about killing the buildings. You can't have any fun. So those walkers there, their positioning is fine. So we're going to fire 2 railguns and 2 miniguns at the building.
Move him. Just going to move him there.
Sure, thank you. Miniguns are 2 shots each. So miniguns.
Okay.
We hit the building all times. 6s. We hurt the building once.
Nice.
Railguns. We hit the building twice. We do 1 damage and a collateral.
Right-o.
And the AA walkers, they've already fired their AA, but they do have their miniguns, which are range. Really?
Are they like 18 or something?
Oh no, I see. A regular minigun is range 36, whereas a twin minigun is range infinite because the bullets push the bullets, I assume.
That's more of them.
Yeah.
Some
of them will
go far.
So 4 miniguns into the building. 2s. 6s. Nope. That is everyone done?
So I've still got 1 transport.
Yep.
And my interceptors.
Oh no.
So what we're going to do is we're going to move those 2 tanks up. Those and they're both going to put a shot into.
Am I moving for you? What's the move?
3 inches.
Okay. So 5 on the road.
Yeah.
Or just full speed.
I want line of sight on that. Him.
On him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can get it, can't I?
Easy. You can see through your own units, your own squad.
2 hits then.
Okay.
I just kind of need that again because I'm energy 9. What's their armor?
15.
Okay, so just 1.
1 passive. Nope. So it takes damage.
In which case, we're going to, with the transport that hasn't gone, we're going to fly over to here. 1 penetrative missile, AA gun.
Yep.
Into that transport. So the AA gun, 2 hits.
I want you to hit here.
It will kill it.
Okay.
Energy 6 against your armor 11.
Yep. 1 blast radius of 1 from the centre of me. It's not going to hit anything. Never mind. Okay.
Whew. It's the satisfaction of removing pieces, you know?
Yes.
And it makes packing away easier. Okay, and the final missile missed.
Okay, you called it missile again.
Yes.
Have you got anything else?
Yes, so my 2 interceptors, I'm going to set them up where they can fire at your commander.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to put all our shots into your
I'm
commander.
going to roll dice first and then see what happens.
These are hitting on 5s. It's not an evasion, it's just a -1 to hit,
Correct.
isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. I'll take it. God, I've not used to rolling this many dice in a Dropzone
It's
game.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Energy 7?
Energy 7.
5s to hurt.
Nothing.
Okay. Where do you want them?
We'll figure that out in a minute because what we're going to do is we're going to roll some collateral and see if this game ends. Because if you kill the infantry,
then I've forced a draw.
Yeah.
And we can call it there, I suppose,
Yeah.
because there's nothing else to do. So how many collateral do we have?
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
And I've got 4 hit points left.
Okay. So we are hurting you on energy 4, hurting you on a 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
That will be enough to kill the rest of the infantry and...
And no one can find the objective.
No.
Good game.
Well played. We'll be back in a second with a bit of a wrap up and see how we felt. All right. Well, what a game. What a destructive game with the terrain. It's quite nice to see all the... I think we both had a lot of destructor.
We both went quite
devastator.
heavy demo, I think is the term. Heavy demolitions. We leveled this poor city block. and didn't really accomplish much else, I suppose.
Ah.
What did you think? Let's start with your new units, because you had some new toys.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
I felt I was able to deal with your armour a lot better than I have been. I think I was relying on... so I'm going back to previous reports. So where we've kind of learnt the game. And I think since last game we've had a tournament. And so I've really felt some holes in my list. I was kind of filling the gaps with a couple of mistakes on units I'd included, and I had a bit of merit right in the list. But it was kind of interesting playing this points level. The hovercraft, really good.
The 30s.
Yeah, really good. That one energy 11 shot hitting on a 2 with a 24-inch range. They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the fact I can shoot them and they've got a 10-inch move.
Seems to be somewhere else next turn.
And I think because they were resilient and 3 hits, you kind of ignored them.
Yeah, I looked at them and thought, I don't really have effective firepower to bring to bear against them. My skimmers, maybe, if they got into range, but they were probably misplayed. More on that in a moment. Yeah, they're good. The 30s are really good. I would get more.
The patterns I thought were quite nice as well. AA guns, I think they give you something to shoot at, to be honest. So a lot of firepower goes into those very cheap AA guns, and you've done it a couple of times before. I think you're more scared of them than they are of you.
Yeah. Part of that, I think, and again, more on this in a second, is I'm used to playing UCM, where my transports are just that little bit weaker, and my interceptors are that little bit more vulnerable to the errant 6 to hit, 6 to damage, or not 6 to damage, but you get what I mean. My stuff is a lot flimsier, whereas here I could have been much more confident just saying, I don't care, I'll just fly a Neptune up, what are you going to do, take a damage point off?
Yeah.
What about your barrel bombers? How do you find them?
I really like them. And it's like they didn't get shot down, and I thought they would be target number 1. You played the mission, which is good. I mean, you should always play the mission. But yeah, the fact they were still live, I was like, oh, this stuff. I kind of reread the rules and went, oh, the Goliath bombs are a building killer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Not a building damager, building killer.
Yeah.
They do an average of 16 damage to a building.
Yes.
Which is absurd. Yeah. You say I played the mission. I don't think I did. I think I tried to play the mission too early. What I should have done is recognise, again, as we kind of saw in this game, you've got both players with both quite heavy demo have got the ability to try and force a draw or say, I can't contest that objective anymore, so it's gone. So I think I should have realised that and tried to kill your Goliaths so I could then fight you on the objectives. Because as it stood, you were able to play the mission more than I could because you could just delete them and just say there is no mission.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting. I think they're really good. How many points are they?
They're not too expensive. I think they're 80.
Okay.
Which, if you consider 4 damage points and armor 11.
Yeah. Like if I compare that to my Seraphim bomber for the UCM, which is armor 12 but only 2 hits. It's not quite the same role, but similar levels of impact. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah, no, big fan. They will be coming out to play again. So there's an interesting idea I've got with this list.
Okay.
That is the right look, Alex. Because I'm quite enjoying the heavy demo. The Alexander.
Yes, I'm listening.
It could. I'm proud of you, actually. That's really good. I could probably do it without, actually, and go for a cheaper commander, especially with uplift.
He doesn't need to be level 5.
It doesn't need to be level 5, but that was just... I don't know, it kind of was kind of fun.
You had cards. Sometimes they were good ones. You
Yeah.
won priority.
I rolled 6s.
Sure, but I also rolled a 6, and so you trump the example.
True.
It has its uses, but yes, you were saying.
But maybe dropping the Alexander for a Napoleon, just changing the turret, 2 bombers, maybe keeping the Hannibals. I like them a lot better with the with the Devastator scenery. Just made them have a purpose.
And a purpose they can do reliably.
2 energy 10 shots and 2 energy 9 shots. Like, It's fine against skimmers, but you come across armor 15 so commonly.
Yeah.
You really want your energy 12 weapons, your energy 11 weapons going into stuff. Oops, my earrings fallen out. So the Napoleons, what I'm getting at is 2 Napoleons, some building devastators, and some basically running a what they call a demolition list. But say if I had one big artillery piece at the back of the board that could draw a straight line with infinite range against countermeasures,
that'd be
and energy 12. Is there such a unit like that?
Unfortunately, yes, there is.
I am, of course, talking about the light behemoth of the resistance, which may be on the shopping. It was an idea in my head, and the way I play games is when I've got an idea in my head, sometimes it doesn't always align. So actually playing the list with the 2 bombers and going, okay, I don't need to. I could just hide them behind buildings until there's no more buildings. And then they're kind of, we'll pop a transport. Yeah, we'll wait. They can be a bit pokey. They're not the be-all and end-all, but the Goliath bombs. Yeah, I like them. 2 of those.
Terrifying. The psychological warfare of them as well.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. The Constantine tanks were fine.
I think they did more than you think.
Okay.
Because they meant I couldn't shoot this. They turned my range 24, which is usually a massive advantage for PHR walkers, as I understand it, down to like a peasant's range 18. On a slow 3-inch move walker, again, I probably should have put them somewhere else, but I couldn't. You gave me 2 very bad choices. I couldn't get to this unless I wanted to forfeit a whole turn of firing and risk being shot down in transports. And I couldn't really do much against this because they were 3 hits and resilient. So I didn't really have an answer to either. So I think the Constantines are worth it.
Yeah.
You'll really upset Scourge. Because Scourge are very short range.
They go from 9 to 3.
You'll just really mess with a lot of armies and a lot of different configurations. Again, short range weapons like my smoothbores, okay, not the ideal target, but going from range 12 to range 6 is quite dramatic. So if you can fit them in, I think they're worth it.
Yeah, and I think maybe putting them with maybe the Hannibals, but actually maybe the railguns. The railguns I had ready to sort of fire, but then if you were moving over there and they're looking like they were going to be in trouble, they were going back into the transport,
going back
disappearing. You can't fire and get in the transport, but next turn they can get out. They're still hitting you on a 2.
Yeah.
It's only -1, they hit you on 1s. So that was the other idea. Not sure I needed it. That Kraken hovercraft are good actually. I wish I could buy more, but you can't buy them individually, which is a real shame. Yeah, so with my new toys, lots of fun.
Good.
Okay, PHR, Alex, give us the lowdown. It was your first game with them, wasn't it?
Yeah, it shows. They are cool. I can see they've got lots of fun toys I want to play with more. List building is difficult. You run out of points very quickly. And they don't necessarily play difficultly, they probably just play differently than we used to. As was evident in that game, I had no idea what to do with my Neptunes. Because they've got guns. Those guns should be doing something. They're paying points for those guns. But I'm not used to having armed transports. The walkers are decent little walkers, but I'm used to having more. And being able to spread out more over the boards. The infantry are that little bit better than Legionnaires, but not that much better.
I thought they were quite good actually.
They were all right. I guess what they weren't is breach and clear infantry.
Yeah.
They're not Praetorians. They're not, and PHR have loads of very cool infantry choices. The Interceptor I probably must play, but again, it seems to be almost a theme with PHR, and it's very easy to overinvest. That Interceptor, to earn back its points, needs to basically be killing a barrel bomber every turn.
Yeah.
Whereas if it kills a Swifthawk, it's not really worth it, possibly.
Yeah, you killed a Swifthawk in an AA gun.
Yeah, for 110 points.
65 points are fine.
Because again, it's got, whereas your Interceptor is 2 3-shot cannons, the what's it called again? The gun. The PHR interceptor, I've forgotten its name. Athena. The Athena air superiority is 6 shots on one gun, so you can't split fire. So again, very reliably kills something, but yeah, there's definitely some finesse to playing them, which I do not yet have.
But you need, I think it's one of those slightly, what's the word I'm looking for? Asymmetric matchups where I've had a few good goes with my resistance and I kind of know what I'm starting to go towards. You've then, whereas before, you know, your UCM, you've played a lot more with your UCM and you've caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Whereas this was the other way around, where I've then figured out a bit more of my resistance and then caught you off guard because you've not played PHR before. Would it be a faction? So are you jealous that someone else plays this faction? Are you jealous of their stuff, or are you looking forward to going back to your UCM because you've got your stuff?
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
Probably the latter, if I'm honest. I think I prefer the UCM playstyle. If, looking at you, Dan, if Dan's collection was more fleshed out, I'd be more interested maybe. But they're kidding, of course. I'd like to give it another go, but I feel like it's difficult to say, because I feel like I'd enjoy playing my UCM more, but possibly just because I'm more confident playing them. So, who knows? Next time we borrow a faction, we should maybe have you borrow some Shaltari or Scourge, and we can find someone who wants to lend them.
Yes.
And let me play my toys.
Yeah. I'm eyeing up Shaltari. They will probably happen at some point. I think in our last keg chat, I kind of said, oh yeah, they'll happen really soon. I'm actually kind of wanting to just flesh out, like we're nearly there with the resistance.
Yeah.
I want to flesh out, obviously I was proxying one of the Cersei attack hovercraft, so I want to get more of those.
Got some more Krakens from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And again, the Behemoth might actually be on the cards. We'll see.
And that'll neatly get us to 2K.
It
Get
will.
a Behemoth.
Well, we were saying this off camera. We know other systems, like Titanicus is meant to be played at 1750, is about the right point. 40k, Age of Sigmar, about 2,000 points each. That's kind of what they're designed at. We're not sure on Dropzone. Is it like, because I've actually had, I mean, on the upside, it works at all those points levels.
Yeah, we've done a gradual escalation, haven't we? Of 1k, 1500, 1750 today, and each game has felt like the game works at this scale, at least. It doesn't feel like, say, playing AOS at 500 points and going, this doesn't work at all. But yeah, I would be interested to know, what do people find is like the ideal point size for the game? Do the missions get more interesting when you hit that 2k and go up from playing a clash to a battle, I think it is. This mission, for example, if we were playing the next tier up, would have had the 3 objectives in a row, but we've also had 1 in each corner, I believe. And that would have been a very different game. Someone might have scored a point.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, obviously we'll build up to 2k. I think I'm on about 2k already. If you get a Behemoth, you're there as well.
Yeah.
So we can do 2k, we will. But it would be interesting to know, for anyone who's played more Dropzone, what the ideal points value is.
I had a lot more fun at 1750 because it felt...
Than 1500?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, and those 250 points made a lot of difference, even though I spent 100 of them on my commander. But I felt like the scale of the game worked in my head a lot more. I really thought that higher scale game, was slightly better for the game. And I think there's a couple more things. I think I needed more troops, so I might go back to playing them as resistance fighters. The veterans I didn't actually find.
Didn't fire your plasma rifles once, did you?
No, they had grenades. Maybe I should have taken the machine pistols. That might have done something.
The grenades actually the main thing. Having that energy 5. If you were playing with resistance fighters, they're energy 3 with their assault rifles.
Yeah.
You're then looking for 5s to hurt immortals.
Yeah.
You were playing with like the next tier up of infantry, the breach and clear infantry, having the rapid insertion as well. Yeah. Although you get that from the Swift Hawk, don't you?
Yes.
Not from the infantry stat line. So
that's right.
Maybe resistance fighters and Swift Hawks could work.
Yeah, maybe, I think resistance fighters and Swift Hawks, and then possibly bringing back the Berserkers into the tilt jet.
The Not an Osprey.
Not an Osprey, because that's got four 4 hits at armor 11.
Yeah.
So you can't just. I mean, okay, yeah, you could have this time, but you can't just chance it on the AA. Yeah, the Swift Hawks, you look at them, they go, it feels so good. Fine, they're 30-point transports. But I think I'm also not spending loads of points on Lift Hawks. Because Lift Hawks are good, but they're expensive. What I find them good at is finishing off buildings. They did do some damage.
Yeah. In most of the games we've had, they've done this where they've not been target priority.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be. There's nothing in them. There's more important things for the AA to try to kill.
Yeah.
But they just keep chipping away every turn.
Yeah.
And quite reliably. And if I do want to try and kill them, as you said, they're still sitting on 4 hit points. So I can't just go, I'll just throw an AA bullet at them and maybe knock it out of the sky. I've got to actually really focus on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're really good. Resistance don't have a heavy air transport, do they?
No, we've got the hovercraft.
Yes.
Which again, it might make an appearance at some point.
The heavy hovercraft, the Leviathan.
Yeah, I think it's got Devastator weapons against buildings because it needs to get them out of the way so it can move on to the board. Honestly, in a table like this, it's like we would have to let me move through the scatter, I think, or the forest.
We saw one at the tournament, didn't we? And
Yeah.
I find the pictures on the Dropzone website that give no indication of scale.
They're huge.
And then you see them in person and go, oh.
They're huge.
Oh, I see.
It's like this gap, and we'd have to just remove all the scatter terrain.
Yes.
As it just engulfs it and spits out bomb trucks or something. That's something else I want to try. Is the explosive buses. I think they're a one-shot energy 12 area.
Centered on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you shoot them, they still might explode. I think it's on between 1 and 4. They just explode after you've shot them.
Cool.
So yeah, but I think some of those, because they can nip out the hovercraft and fire, and the hovercraft's quite nippy, and this is why I wanted a load of Krakens. Drills, maybe.
Yeah.
Don't know. There's not a lot that can go in the drills. The rocket technicals can, and the K9 units can.
You just fire dogs out of the drill.
Yeah, so you can. I think it's strange because with the current rules, the dogs get bonuses if they go into a building and attack. But with the current rule system, they're not allowed to do that because they don't get rapid insertion. So I'm like, what's the point of that bonus? Yeah.
We are playing the experimental rules for what's worth.
Okay,
and if they get crystallized as like formal rules, which I gather TT Combat do once or twice a year, I think, it might be then at the same time they'll go and address anything else that was designed to work differently previously and add them in. But yeah, again, I get that at the moment they're a bit odd. They don't get rapid insertion then or anything like that? Okay.
Not like
I guess you can't really have repelling dogs, can you? They've not really got opposable thumbs.
Good luck. But yeah, so the rocket technicals are the other thing with loads of focus. I've seen them, to be honest, on paper they're really good. And I've seen them in a tournament, but I don't really want to paint that many rocket technicals.
Yeah.
I don't really want to buy and paint them. Sorry. I'm quite enjoying the armour, actually.
And it's nice you can build an actual heavy armour list rather than having to go all scrappy Mad Max style technicals.
Yeah, exactly.
What were your thoughts on the mission? Because we've not done this mission on the channel so far.
It's like, I know, how do I put this? I was a bit disappointed that ended in a draw. It was like, okay, it did have its nice nail-biting moments, but I felt the draw felt a bit flat. I think having at least 1 or 2 open objectives, basically I didn't like the way we could just be like, no one scores.
Sure.
And that's that. Yeah, I think you quite enjoyed it though.
I quite enjoyed it because I've played this mission before, off camera, and admittedly we got the rules on scanning slightly wrong or searching slightly wrong, but what I didn't like was almost the opposite, where someone could, if they get a lucky 6, find the objective, and then get out into a transport off the board, they can do that. Turn 3, if they're lucky, sure, it'll require some luck, but if they do that, they can go, I've taken 2 objectives, I win.
Yeah.
And then there's no other game to play. So it's similar sort of reason maybe, whereas at least here, until an objective is off the board, you've got the option to go, I can deny it to everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit too easy to do that. Maybe we need more objectives or secondary objectives or something.
I think we're also playing at 1750, and neither of us had huge amounts of infantry.
Yes.
Really, we had 8 bases. So, also, we're right at that point. This is probably the largest game you'll play without the rest of the objectives.
Yeah, it ticks over at 2k. That also changes your force organisation. You can then take more frontline battle groups, more armour battle groups, more HQ battle groups.
Yeah.
And then, every mission has a variant, which will be there are more objectives on the board.
Yeah.
Some for 3 to 4 players, some for playing over 2k. So it will be interesting when we get to 2k to come back and visit this again and see if it's a more satisfying conclusion.
Absolutely, I'd love that.
Yeah.
I think maybe at 1,000 points or 1,500 points max play this. I think we just played slightly higher points value.
Okay.
And as such, we had so much Devastator weapons.
We had also both gone quite heavy demo lists.
Yeah, we have.
Whereas if one of us had gone, like my UCM currently have no demo.
Yeah.
But what they do have, the ability to just reach out long range and just go, that dies.
Yeah.
That dies. Meaning they would be maybe more able to score in this mission. Whereas here, both of us both did the same thing. As soon as a building goes to below a certain hit points, which is probably like below 29, it's no longer worth trying to contest, we'll just kill it.
Yeah.
Maybe that means we both played the mission badly. Maybe there's something to be said for we should have held back our infantry until like turn 4 or 5 and then gone for the last building that's left, rather than fighting over it early for that zero-sum game.
Yeah.
So, yes, you can counter your opponent if they go for an early play, but you can't win unless you play more intelligently. I don't know. Yeah. No idea. Never played this mission in this exact way before.
Admittedly, we got to turn 4, and then it was decided as a draw, and it could have been... We also didn't... None of the objectives were found.
Yeah, which is, again, improbable. I think it was a 2+ that was failed at one point, wasn't there?
Yeah. And I think maybe with this one, the way I could have played it differently is I could have let you find it and could have really targeted your aircraft.
Yeah.
And you would have found it, then I would have bombed you, and it might have been a different game.
Or if you'd waited here with your Swift Hawks for me to find an objective, and then pounce on that objective with rapid insertion veterans.
Exactly.
And then go, oh sweet, you found it, you saved me the trouble.
Exactly.
Thank you, I'll have that and leave.
It's not a bad idea, eh?
Yeah. So I think there are many other ways to play this mission besides the zero-sum game of no one has anything, we both lose. Because we both lost.
Yeah.
We go back to our respective generals. We're going to be told, no, you both screwed up.
Did you find the porcelain cat? No.
Neither did the enemy.
Midlands is dust.
So yeah, other ways to play the mission, absolutely.
I can't imagine anything else fighting over.
Yeah.
USB stick? No.
No.
Unless it's got pictures of a porcelain cat. Okay, well, I think that's all I've really got to add. We're obviously going to be playing a lot more Dropzone Commander. We both, I think, had a thoroughly good time in this mission.
Very much so.
As the game goes, cracking stuff. So I think then, if you do want to see some more coming up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, pop a like down, pop a little comment saying how much you love Dropzone and how, you don't mind us. We also have our affiliate link with Firestorm. So they will sell the Dropzone Commander models. So check out our affiliate link and that will help out the channel financially. Lets us do what we do. And if you are feeling generous, there is, of course, our Patreon. For anyone who wants to support the channel, all the money goes back into the channel. It pays for the terrain, it pays for film equipment, etc. So, in which case, that's goodbye from me, Sophie.
It's goodbye from me, Alex.
Oh no, not quite.
No.
We do also have our second Dropzone Commander event coming up in January, which it will probably be November when this comes out. So January. What date is it?
Yeah. Stall. Keep them entertained.
We had a really good time with our 1,500 point event. We had loved to see some beginners, some new faces, and some familiar faces who were very good at Dropzone.
Yeah, much better than us.
Yes. So what date is it, Alex?
It's on the 28th of January.
Plenty of time to get your tickets, your affairs in order, and Christmas out the way. So thank you very much, and in which case it's goodbye from the barrel.